Hello everyone, Camille here, back with another voiceover over the customization instead of using the music again, because let's just say I don't have really ideas for recording music, using music on customizing these cars. I wanted reasons, and also another reason why I wanted to talk over here instead of music is because I wanted to explain why I wanted to compare these two cars, beside the fact that they are pretty much about their car points in game, they're pretty much same. The points were the same. There was like one point difference, and when I was there's like 1 point difference if you buy them stock. Before upgrading there's like 1 point difference, but apparently after upgrading it's 10 points for the Aston Martin. And of course most people already know the Aston Martin DB5 from James Bond movies, so I don't really have to explain that car. But it's interesting that it kind of reminds me of the Supra, and I know, a lot of people are gonna tell me, how the hell can you compare a British car to a Japanese car? But let me say it, okay? Calm down. First of all, the engine. The engine is an inline 6, just like the Supra, but in the Aston Martin it's a 4 liter. So it's a 4 liter, not a 3, which means it's probably worse, and it probably is. I'm not sure exactly. I don't remember the exact history of this engine. Let me know if you know in the comments if you want to. But from what I know, the car itself was not really easy to drive. It was questionable, I guess. Okay, but when it comes to it's questionable at best, and well, the car wasn't really that. It was okay, looked nice, but drivability was questionable. That's all I know. When it comes to the Buick, though, not many people know this car. Some people do know the Grand National if they watch the fourth movie installment of the Fast and Furious franchise. I think the car shows up during the opening heist scene. Might be wrong. Just watch the movie. I know it's definitely the fourth movie. That's where the Grand National shows up. Anyways, okay, what's so special about this car? Well, the engine on the beginning was a V8. Buick took it and cut it down by 2 cylinders, cut down the 2 cylinders, creating a 3.8 liter V6. Turbocharged it with a Garrett turbocharger, single turbo, giving it 280 horsepower according to the tests from the factory. But turns out the unofficial tests say that the power could have been even greater, up to 305 horsepower. So yeah, this and paired with a great suspension and of course rear-wheel drive and an automatic gearbox, the car was virtually the fastest drag racing car of its time. It had the acceleration from 0 to 100 was 4.6 seconds. At the time was the best, and even today's standards, it's pretty fast. Under 5 seconds, that's pretty fast even for today's standards, from where I know. I know. A lot of people are gonna be like, today's standards, it's 2.5 seconds. Dude, we're not talking about a supercar. We're talking about something close to a pony car, pretty much. And at the time, this was the fastest car in America in the 80s. And at the same time, Star Wars was getting popular, and General Motors had the great idea to call the Grand National Experimental, call it Darth Vader's car, paint it all black, and call supercharging. And turbocharging would be called the dark side of the Force. No joke, this is what they did. And honestly, good idea. It was a great idea because the car had great popularity, although it wasn't really that much. It had a lot of problems with reliability, but it gave a lot of good ideas for later. Of course, General Motors was unable to replicate this idea again with this engine, but GMC took it and made it even better. They created a bigger V6, 4.3 liter, turbocharged it as well, and put it in a GMC Cyclone pickup. Somehow this pickup turns out to be the fastest car in the world of its time. I don't know how, but the car was even faster in terms of acceleration from 0 to 100 than the Ferrari F40 at the time. But if I remember correctly, so yeah. Even though they pretty much took European ideas and put it in an American car, and it was great. So yeah, that's the story of the Buick. I forgot to mention that the guy who created the engine was called both engines, for the Grand National and the GMC Cyclone. It was Kim Nielsen, right? Yeah, Kim Nielsen. You just look it up, his history on Google if you want to, or YouTube. I'm not all I know is that he created the engine and the cars. And helped with the cars. And of course, both cars were used a lot of times in drag racing, and they were won pretty much every time. So yeah, they were. The Buick was even faster than the Porsche 911 from the same period of time. So yeah. If I forgot something, you can say it in the comments. I think I said enough. Enjoy the rest of the video. Hello everyone, Camo back here in Need for Speed Heat, and well, sorry, as you saw the video, the Aston Martin DB5 wins, and yes, I did install a root supercharger in here, which actually is it's not the best option you can have on this car actually, because apparently the best option is twin turbo, but I went with supercharger again, and the supercharger wins again. But in terms of over twin turbo, wow. Again, before was the Corvette with a supercharger, and now it's the freaking Aston Martin DB5. And if you're asking, personal opinion, this car, I don't know. Okay, okay, funny thing. Who the hell thought this spoiler on this car was a good idea? It looks like a Supra spoiler, almost. I might be wrong. Actually, no, it kind of looks like a Mazda RX-7 spoiler. Something in between the Supra and the RX-7, and looks funny. Actually looks kind of fitting, but at the same time I'm not really sure. I went with a lip. I mean, my friends told me to go with a lip, and I went with a lip, so I have nothing to regret. But yeah, DB5 wins this matchup. But and in terms of drivability, I mean, both have drivability. I say both cars are the same, almost. Hold on, let me freaking check. Yeah, 6 means I'm slower though. It doesn't change the top speed as well. So yeah, I left it was 4 gears before, now it's 5 gears, and that's just 1 point up. That wouldn't really give me any advantage, honestly, because the top speed doesn't change. In other words, okay, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna retry this. Fine, I'm gonna retry and maybe later. Okay, maybe. Actually, you know what? Screw me, because I want to see the freaking true power of the Buick. What was the name? Hold on, give me a moment. What's the name? Because I forgot. It's a yeah, Buick Grand National.
How's the traffic out there?
For anyone who doesn't know, this car is secretly a monster. Literally. It was, I think, one of the first mass-produced cars in America that had a turbocharger instead of a supercharger. I think. I might be wrong about this, so feel free to correct me. But yes, I put Darth Vader on the hood because, if you don't know, apparently Star Wars fans in America said that this car is basically perfect car for Darth Vader, and they named the turbocharging as the dark side of the Force. Wait a minute, why are my wheels in the ground? What's going on? Okay, here we go. Okay, now it's working normally. Okay, now let's retry this. So like I said, this American fans thought this was a good car for Darth Vader, and I have nothing against it. Looks freaking scary with red headlights. No, but I wonder if 6 gears will be better. I hope it will. We'll find out. Clearly, no matter what I do, I can't really beat what I, you know, I can't really beat this lap time. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's go do the drift mission and end the video. I wasted enough time. I think this mission is the last drifting mission. Let me change my car to the... Well, if it's a last drifting mission, and it's not at night probably, let's go with... yeah, Mitsubishi, to be safer. I'm hoping I'm not gonna freaking suck.
This is it. One of the toughest tracks out there. I just put down my score. Everything I got.
If I win?
You gonna say you beat the best drifter in the city? Hell, if that happens, I might even throw in a prize. Good luck. See you at the bottom. Looked like it could have gone either way, but you did it.
Okay, so I did it. I beat him. It wasn't easy. Okay, what the hell is this? Okay. This. The parting gift. Oh, okay. I gotta get to the second floor probably.
No shame in losing to a better driver.
You sure about that?
I'm trying to be gracious here. Seriously. Didn't think driving could ever match what I had on the slopes. You showed me otherwise. Hope we can do it again sometime.
Pick the track. I'll be there.
I might just do that. By the way, you got something waiting with Lucas. I think you'll like it.
Gosh darn it, I hope that message didn't break the cutscene. Oh, okay, so I did. Oh yeah, this was indeed this was the last drifting mission in the game. Okay.
Some nights you got it, some nights you don't.
Let's find out what I got as a reward for that. What? Really? 0? Oh, probably because only the mission from the I got you know, points for the mission. Whatever.
Looks like Mercer's still on the run. Watch yourself out there, okay?
Yeah, now that I have the
Anywhere.
Legends Edition 350Z Nissan, which is I think from Need for Speed Underground or one of the older. I don't know. Forgive me, okay? Let me know which Need for Speed game this was from. Oh, yeah, nice car. Okay. Wait, what? I got it for free! For free! My... Okay, okay, then I guess... Okay, what... Okay, I cannot obviously customize it, but... Oh my gosh, you get the car for free! Holy... I have to think what I want to do with this car, but... Yeah... Anyways... As it turns out, the... DB5 still, no matter what I do with the... with the... Twin turbo... Buick... What was the name again? Gosh darn it, it's so freaking hard. Grand National, yeah. No matter what I do with this car, I was unable to beat the DB5, so yeah. Sorry America, but this time you lost, even with the help of the dark side. Anyways, thanks for watching. So yeah, now we only have to do the racing, the street racing side stories, and with Dex, the off-road ones, and finally the main story. So yeah, that's all that's left. See you next time. Subscribe, click the bell, like the video, and see you next time.